Alright, hey you guys, this is Subaki Swag and I'm coming to you with my review of Unlimited Fafnir, episode 2. Well, I can also say this is kind of a first impression, but Limited Fafnir, episode 2, White Leviathan. And this show looks like it's going to be pretty dope. Like, just from watching the first 2 episodes, I was kind of in awe, because pretty much this whole show, from what I've gathered from it and also from reading the description and watching the first 2 episodes, is 25 years prior to now. In the show, dragons appeared all over the world and they were pretty much ravaging Earth looking for mates, and not too long after they disappeared again, these girls called D-girls started showing up all over the world, and they have this little like dragon symbol somewhere on their body. And Mononobe is the only male to become a D. So he is sent, like, well, he became like a lieutenant in the army, from what I gather, and he has become pretty strong. He's probably the strongest person, like strongest assassin in the army. And he is sent to Midgar, which is an academy for all of the D-girls to come together and hone their skills and learn to fight these dragons. So he is sent there and he meets this girl named Iris, whom was naked at the time that he met her, and she flipped out a little bit, but that's normal. So he met this girl named Iris, and they become, you can pretty much say they become friends. She like stands up for him, and then he is reunited with his younger sister named Mitsuki, and it's just this whole story is pretty much about them defeating the dragons. There are 7 dragons and only one of them have been defeated, so, which was the Kraken. And it turns out whenever a dragon gets close to its D mate, the D girl can become a dragon to mate with the other dragon that is attacking. So in the second episode, in White Leviathan, which is the one that I'm reviewing, we see that Iris is the mate for the White Leviathan dragon, and her like symbol, her emblem starts glowing, which is the main sign that that person is a mate for that dragon. And her symbol starts glowing and she contemplates killing herself, which really sucks, but Yu saves her, and I believe that she's falling in love with him, but she pretty much doesn't want to leave his side at that point, because he's the person that has been the nicest to her. Like, out of everybody that she's been around for all this time, he just got there and he has been the nicest person to her than anyone else. And it's like, it's so sad, because she doesn't know, like, at this point she really doesn't know what to do, but Yu is helping her. And then like she pretty much says that she wants him to watch over her, or he wants to watch over her until that time comes, because he said that if it came down to it, if she did start to become a dragon, that he would kill her. And he told this to Mitsuki, and Mitsuki was like, well, whenever that time comes, come get me, blah blah blah, and she would kill her. And he was like, no, this is my job, I will watch her. And then we find out later that the girl that became a twin Kraken, which is also the director's younger sister of the school, was killed by Mitsuki in the first instance, which was like 2 years prior to the time they're at now, which really sucked. So I guess that gave you more of an incentive to not let Mitsuki kill her, because Mitsuki had already taken out one of her friends. So he continued watching over her, and she like made passes at him. She was trying to show him her panties, and she was going to wash his back for him, and she started screaming when she walked in the bathroom, but he was the one that was in the bathroom. She walked in on him. So it was just a lot. It was a lot of stuff. And Iris, she's so sweet, but she's really not all that great at her power. She's not, which is kind of sad. But even at one point, you told her that me encouraging you and telling you that the harder you work, the better you're going to get, is not necessarily going to help you. So he is really blunt and harsh, but I mean, it's better than giving her, like he said, baseless encouragement that won't get her anywhere. So we see, like, after he stays in the room with her, he sleeps on the floor while she is sleeping in the bed, and we see him, like, he falls asleep and he's dreaming about, like, Mitsuki and him when they were younger, and I guess the dragon comes up and you hear this voice. I cannot remember what it says, but it says something to him which wakes him up, and then he sees, like, Iris is watching the screen and the dragon is like 10 hours away, but it's breaking through. It started breaking through the barriers that are surrounding Midgar. So the next episode looks like it's going to be pretty freaking interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens in the next episode, because it looks like it is about to go down. Like, I'm so prepared for this episode. But yeah, this show looks like it's going to be pretty freaking awesome. I love anything that has to do with dragons, because dragons are epic. So, I mean, in this case, dragons aren't good. So, but anyways, I really don't care. This show looks like it's going to be awesome. So, as always, I would love to hear how you guys feel about the show. How do you think things are going to turn out? Do you think that Iris is going to turn into a dragon? But if she does, then she's like one of the other main protagonists of the story. So I honestly don't feel like she's going to turn into a dragon. But then there's a possibility that she does, and then you would have to kill her, and then it would just be so sad. So hopefully she doesn't become a dragon, because that would hurt my heart. But as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me out a whole lot. And this is Subarky Swag saying adios.